Next up, we've got Stephen Wood MBE, no less. Woohoo! Okay, he's from Heliox, and he's the country lead UK and Ireland, and he's going to be talking about powering a cleaner tomorrow. Future-proof, rapid charging solutions tailored to your business need. All yours.
Thank you, John. Good afternoon, everyone. My name's Steve Wood. I'm the country lead for UK and Ireland at Heliox. Before I start, can I just have a quick show of hands? Has anyone in the audience actually heard of Heliox? Okay, so clearly I've got some work to do, but let me try and show you what we're about. So Heliox is a Dutch-based company. We formed in 2009, and we've been putting high-powered DC chargers in the ground now for the last 10 years. We specialise in heavy vehicle, electric buses, electric truck, but also commercial fleet and vans and passenger vehicles. We're not an integrator, so we design, build, manufacture, install, and then support through life our chargers. And we do this in one of three ways. So we either deliver a full turnkey solution working with a whole raft of installation partners across the UK. We deliver hardware only, so goods and services, and through life support. Or we do some R&D projects, so that's more specific in the mining, in the rail, in the marine environments. And that includes megawatt and multi-megawatt charging solutions. If I look at how does that equate, then we've installed over 4,000 chargers, and that equates to over 400 megawatts of installed power. And the largest example that we've got is in the city of Amsterdam, where we've got over 32 megawatts of installed power. We power the whole airport, we power the whole city, and that makes a huge, significant difference to the public sector. And we need to learn lessons from what they're doing across Europe. We've currently electrified over 130 cities in over 20 countries, and we employ just over 300 people. And I think testament to our success really is that at the end of last year we were acquired by Siemens, so that shows that the quality and the calibre of work that we've been doing, and we're really excited about how that venture will form as that partnership grows. We're proud that we manufacture in the EU for Europe, and the similar for the US, made in America for America. And that means that we're highly regulated, so our chargers have to be highly efficient, have really high power factor, and have low total harmonic distortion, so they work well with the grid, and that's a key point. However, so what I will say is that I'm incredibly proud that our journey in the UK started in Scotland. We've now powered over 20 towns and cities across the UK, and we're synonymous with some firsts, not only with First Bus, but also powering the first EV towns in the Republic of Ireland, and we're now seeing the first EV towns that are coming outside of London. So we're really proud by that. If I take Caledonia in Glasgow, that opened prior to COP26. It's been operational now for 2.5 years. We're getting over 99% availability on that one site, and it still holds the accolade of being the largest e-bus depot in the UK. There's 150 buses that operate out of that depot on a daily basis. Of course, our journey in Scotland didn't end with Caledonia. We then rapidly moved on to the next depot in Glasgow as well, the Scottstoun depot. And we've also put our chargers in Aberdeen, as Duncan mentioned earlier on. That's an interesting site because it combines hydrogen and EV charging on one depot. Our most recent project in Scotland is with SSE. We're installing what is currently the largest or the fastest charging solutions in Scotland, our 360 kilowatt chargers for the public space. And that site at the Mykirk roundabout is due to go live just before Easter. If I look elsewhere, then our gantry solutions that we've done at Leicester are really helping change electrification where space is at a premium. We're really proud that we help large corporations bring their workers to site every day, and that's really typified with the work that we've been doing with Microsoft in Dublin. And similarly with our refuse collection vehicle sites in the capital, it's making a huge difference to the way that we electrify across the region. And it's really good now to see that the sites that are getting opened up for trucks coming in and commercial fleets coming in and using those depots. However, I'm not going to stand here and say this is all easy. There's some significant challenges, which is why conferences such as this are vitally important. Collaboration and partnerships are the key to success. To hit the zero-emission vehicle targets requires significant investment, and that's specifically not only in energy generation, but in the distributed network and getting the power to the right place at the right time. You heard some presentations this morning that different solutions are available, whether it's battery storage or whether it's hydrogen, and they all form a place. It's about being appropriate and putting the correct solution to meet the customer's requirements. But what I believe is that we should focus on utilisation to ensure that we optimise the infrastructure that's available. If I take Glasgow, for example, there's 216 high-powered chargers that sit there for 12 hours a day, largely underused. And I'd employ all the local councils and ministers here to really start to drive out and make sure that we're effectively utilising the installed base that we have across the UK. First of us have shown the vision and foresight to open these depots to the commercial fleet. And the last 2.5 years have been paving the way for electrification, supporting local businesses and really improving not only the lived experience for the general public, but also making sure that their charging infrastructure is available for them. Energy management has revolutionised electrification and fleet operations, and the economic potential from the integration of energy and tariffs in the transport sector has barely begun. Previously, unimagined charging speeds are available, now possible, and wireless charging, induction charging, is nearing commercial deployment. Industry standardisation through global collaboration and technology transfer is key, and that's why I'm really excited about the integration with Siemens. With change brings opportunity. The dual-use depots not only lower the total cost of ownership, but they also create a safe environment. It always worries me when I see commercial vans driving around supermarkets where you've got young families with lots of distractions that are being faced with a white van that's trying to get the last charge point because they're on a very tight schedule. Yet we allow that to happen, and I think really that we should be exploring about not only from a utilisation perspective, but from a safety perspective to ensure that the public charging remains for the public and the commercial fleet is given a space to charge safely. If I look at the benefits, really, sorry, the clicker's there. The energy management, it's quite a complex subject, and I'm not going to go into it now because it could take up the whole discussion. But there's effectively 4 different levels to energy management. So the first is a really basic level, is charge and monitoring. It's about making sure that you've got good access either via an app or via a depot view, so that you can see the available charging infrastructure, you can see the state of charge of your vehicles, and you can plan your fleet activity. Increasing up from that is about load management and smart utilisation. And this is about being appropriate and make sure that we don't try and secure too much grid connection, that we put the right charging infrastructure in place, and that we secure the right grid suitable for the requirements of the user. And that helps with the planning applications, and it'll help with the grid congestion. But you can take it to another level. If you want to really reduce your total cost of ownership, then tariff tracking, day-ahead optimisation is the area and the field that you need to explore. You saw earlier that some of the reduced costs that energy is available when at 3 a.m, and it makes a significant change to your business. And the 360 degree is really about the holistic solution and making sure that you can combine solar PV, battery storage, as well as electrification on one depot. Finally, I just really want try and focus on making sure that we do collaboration and partnerships, not projects. There's a lot of focus on a project cost or on a product price, and it's the tip of the iceberg. The benefits through collaboration is about reducing the total cost of ownership and looking at the through-life holistic approach. And by partnering and talking and attending these conferences, we'll make sure that you make the right informed decision for your business, and it will make the right decision for the general public. So that concludes my talk today, and I really appreciate your time.